Hey, you guys, it's Mike, and I'm here with Juan Mariscal, and we are going to talk about a new game that's coming out. It's a new series of games, right? Crush Games, right? Mm-hmm. And this is the guy who, if you guys saw Zap on the floor, it was completely different than anybody had ever seen. In fact, I heard some people were like going, "This isn't a slot machine," and everything. Well, yeah. It's a gaming experience, and it was a really new way. And that's one of the things that I like most about the things that they're doing over at Black Hat is they're kind of rethinking the entire gaming experience. You guys, this is Juan. So tell us a little bit about what you guys are thinking when you guys are why are you guys kind of turning it on its ear? You guys really are turning it on its ear, aren't you?
Yeah. And I think it started with a game like Zap where we realized that though very polarizing, there are people that want something new, want something different. It'll certainly grab your attention because you'll walk by a slot machine without any reel strips, and you'll wonder what the hell is that, and as out of intrigue, sit down, try it out. So we're thinking, what are some other ways that can happen? This idea itself came from someone on our sales team, James Lancaster, and that our team we were all on board with. It has that mentality, that different player psychology. That's not going to be it for everyone. It's going to upset a lot of people for sure. Very, very polarizing, but it's different and it can give you that upside. Yeah. So that's what we were very, very keen on with this game.
I remember when I first saw Zap, and I remember thinking, I was like, you guys, we need to put this on the end. Do you remember that meeting that we had? Yeah, and I said, you need to put this on at the end cap and make this a different experience, because if you put it in a row full of slot machines, it's gonna be very upsetting or very confusing. But I thought that if this thing was in a big machine or a Texan or something like one of the big machines, I thought people are gonna understand this is something new and something really different. And you guys have really delivered it. And those games killed. They did really well, didn't they?
I think so. And the biggest part is it proved to us that we can take swings. We can make things different, and as long as it's a gambling experience, and it caters to gamblers, it has a shot.
Well, talk to us about that, because you told me something really interesting about the gambling experience, and what is your kind of philosophy on this?
Yeah. Maybe I'll think as far as my role, my team's role, the mathematicians, other designers, engineers, animators, giving all different roles. What we're trying to do is realize we are all just building a gambling experience, and then our roles are just our small part in it. So an artist should the person who's making the art for the game, making the little face of the dudes up here. They need to think, I'm just trying to create a place for people to win big, right. And then their role, their little piece of the puzzle is the art, the visuals. Mathematician is so they're asking mathematicians, how much are things paying out? Mathematicians are asking artists, well, how cool are these symbols? How cool these symbols look, so I can give it the right amount of pay. Right. So we have all this cross communication, and hopefully getting more experience, getting better and better at delivering good games.
And I think that's really, we talk about math. Math is a very a big part of this. Probabilities in gaming are probably the most important experience. Look, all the games out there, I don't know if anybody's told you this, but all the games are going to pay between a certain percentage. It's usually about 85 to 96, 97, depending on what casino you're at and how they configure their machines. But it all pays back about that much with a favor in the house. So what is really fun about gaming is really about how those things pay and how they pay back. Because all the games out there have to, according to all the regulations, it's heavily regulated, they all pay about, back the same amount if they're paying back percentages. But really it's how do we make it fun? So that is in concert with these mathematicians, what makes things feel fun, and with the art it's kind of telling the story. Art is really kind of creating this environment and the ride. So and so that's where we kind of all work in concert together to deliver something that hopefully you guys are enjoying. And I can always tell when really good gamers out there, you guys feel if we tweak things, if you guys tweak things a little bit, you guys feel it. I can tell, and it's amazing to me that you do. But you guys who are playing this all the time really do have a good sense of what feels good on these things and not.
Yeah, and then that's what we're after is when we make a game, we try and sit in front of it, play for hours and hours, and try and feel those same things. If something doesn't feel right, if something's coming across, or feeling rigged, we want to get ahead of that, because that makes it less less fun for us as players. So I think we're getting better, better and better. That's not only me or my team. I think that's us as a company.
So when you come up to a game like this, these are going to have the same probabilities that a regular 3-reel, 5-reel, game are going to have. The payback probabilities are very, very similar. So, but it's the experience is very different. So tell me about this experience, because it is like Zap. This has got it's turning gaming on its ear, and that's what I love about these guys. This team is really changing the way we see gaming.
Yeah. Okay, so let me tell you about this one.
So up here, and I'm going to change it. Sorry, it's going to be a little creaky. There.
So we have. You walk up to the game. There's no real strips. There are these boulders down here. There's one boulder up here, and then there's a dude floating around. It's pretty. You kind of just look at it and know this guy's gonna be come down, smashing this boulder, and that's exactly what you do. You bet, and this guy comes down and he tries to break this boulder. So over time, it's as you lose, if it's a losing spin, this rock will not break. You'll lose your bet, lose your wager. If he does break it, which he'll do at a different rate depending on which kind of rock it is, it'll give you a different prize. So I was betting 50 cents and won $3 there. But it did take me about maybe I didn't count, maybe 10 to 15 spins to break it. So that's what this game is. Once that rock breaks, another one comes down and it refreshes your 5 boulders on the side. It'll choose from one of the 2 sides randomly. So my thoughts here for this game is, maybe I'll start with something very, very basic and fundamental. My favorite games, if you ask me my favorite games and you ask me which games do I hate the most, which ones am I most mad at, want to hit, they're the exact same games. There's a big love relationship I have with my favorite games, that I know that they can pay me out. I know that there's big wins there, but it's just not giving it to me. And that's where that frustration comes from. So here, we tried to build in at least that empathy from the slot machine perspective. This dude, if you don't break that rock, he's getting mad. He's getting pissed off that's not breaking. So he's with you. He's like in the mix with you as you're getting upset, trying to bang away. You're losing your credits. He's yelling, getting angrier. The likelihood of the rock breaking doesn't increase over time, but it's similar to that. But as you bet more and more, it's it'll be let's say one in for the smaller rocks, one in 3, 1-3 to break it. For these ones, it's some smaller, like 1 in 5. For the really good ones, like this one back here, those ones are a little bit harder to break. I'm going to give some wrong numbers, but rough numbers about 1 in 20ish. But they pay you out better. So even though it breaks, takes 1 in 20 to break, it'll on average give you something like 40, 50 times your bet.
So these are different destructible rocks. These rocks have different destructibility issues.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Each rock has its own identity. This one's easy to break, but it'll give you weak prizes. This one's a little bit harder to break, but it'll give you a little bit better prize, and so on. So over time, you're still trying to get those good bright ones. They're going to be hardest to break, but damn, they'll pay you out once it breaks.
But you can always see what's coming, right? That's what's really cool about this, right? So
exactly.
We get rid of that one. So you just got 90. So that was a 50-cent bet, right? So that was a 50-cent bet. This one is probably gonna crush easier. It may take a couple times if you get a tougher one, right?
Exactly. So these ones are real easy to break. That one broke on his first one. Watch him get bad luck here, and then this rock's gonna prove me wrong. But that one also didn't give me much, but took some like 5 or 6 hits to break it. Now, regardless of which rock it is, randomly off any spin, this dude can get real pissed off and then and go crazy and just break a bunch.
That's cool.
Just break a bunch of stuff. So he goes crazy and then he'll start breaking one at a time.
That's awesome.
Should have been min betting. Should have been max betting. Then.
Yeah, always max bet, guys. I mean, that's one thing I've learned from the influencers that I've been watching is that I'm a timid gambler. And what I've learned is that the ride is much
Oh,
more
yeah.
impressive when you're doing the big bet.
Exactly. Yeah. So what you don't see is I'm changing the bets. Every time you change the bet, you'll have a different lineup of rocks. So that's because in case if you're max betting, you want to keep the same the same rocks that you have here, and then if you min bet, you don't want to ruin the paths or ruin the paths behind each one.
So you can go back to your same one if you want to play around. So you go back, like if you go back to your low bet, you'll go back to your former set of
exactly.
balls? Cool.
Yeah. So this is the one that we just saw. We're getting close to that golden purple one.
Cool.
But if I see on max bet I have that purple one back there, I'm going to keep playing until I try and hit it because that one's going to pay me out big.
Okay. So that purple one's going to be big. So you're waiting for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Gold one. That would seem like it would be good. Is it good?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's break it open.
$25. Not bad.
Yeah. So 5x. I'd expect a little bit better. That's probably on the low side. Those
really?
ones, yeah. Those ones I think typically pay in the maybe average 10x range, 10, 12x. These are the ones that pay out much bigger. The last part of this game is the progressive feature. You have your progressives up top, which you probably can't see except for the.
I've got it right here. I'm getting it on this the second one.
These progressives are the same at each bet, but then it'll happen more often as you bet higher. And on anytime you break a rock, randomly, anytime you break a rock.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can. You see here the prize are cycling, and pretty clear. You push spin, it'll randomly get one.
And how often does that happen? Kind of like just generally.
Yeah, at max bet, maybe max bet something like 1 in 100 spins.
Okay, cool.
So this I say that a little bit hesitantly because the hit rates of games is so much different without the real strips. So we pushed everything out because the pace of play is so much faster. You're breaking, trying to mash away at these rocks to break them open. Here, I want him to yell at us a little bit. Let's see if I can upset him.
I like he's getting mad.
Yeah. He yelled a little bit. Like he gets mad. He yells. He's trying to break it. And mini. So that was natural.
Yeah.
Maybe an easier way to think about it is the progressive will happen maybe one at max bet 1 every 10 rocks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So that's it. That's this game, Crush. There are 2 games, Crush Conquest, which is kind of an Aztec feel. This Boulder dude. On this game back here, we have Crush Dynasty, which is Asian themed, has gold. It's a little bit more volatile. There are more rocks here. You can't see them based on the layout here, but there's 4 rocks in the Aztec version and 5 rocks in the Asian Chinese version.
Yeah, that's really cool. So this is going to be when is this going to be heading to casinos?
Yeah, this should be out. Hoping, fingers crossed, April, May.
April, May. Okay. Mm-hmm. You guys, unusual gaming. I mean, that's the thing. They're kind of redefining the face of gaming, and I think this is really cool. And this is one of the guys who's doing it. So congratulations. I think I believe that Frank Legato, our buddy Frank Legato out there, who is kind of the journalist for he does all the editorial journalism for the gaming industry, had this as his favorite game last year from G2E.
Now, I remember giving that to the rest of the team, and that certainly made them proud, including James. Yeah, this one, but between Zap and games like this, Vault, I think we get really excited about trying to break them all, trying to do something different. So I think you can expect that we're going to be continuing to do that. Try and find other interesting ways to gamble, other different interesting ways to make a fun experience that you can bet on with upside.
Yeah. Innovation coming from Everi, and this is one of the swinging geniuses who are bringing it to you. So you guys get out there. When you see this, we will put a lot of information out there doing it. I just want to give you a preview, but I'm really glad that we had Juan. Thanks for coming on. And everybody, play now.
Everybody, play now.
Yeah, that's right. Good job.
Missed it.
We just did it, Josie.
I know. I was like waiting.